Inside Building Products, a Siemens podcast that keeps you learning.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Okay, let's unpack this week's topic. We're looking into something that's probably working away right now, keeping you comfortable, but maybe you haven't thought much about it. It's the hidden intelligence inside our buildings.
The smarts behind the scenes.
Exactly. You ever wonder what actually makes your heat pump, do its thing, or how the ventilation knows precisely when to bring in fresh air?
It's definitely more than just pipes and fans.
Right. It's not just machinery. There's a brain behind it all. And today, we're diving into some material from Siemens Buildings Product Academy. Specifically, we've looked at transcripts about their Climatix portfolio and how they support the companies making ventilation and cooling systems, the OEMs.
OEMs meaning original equipment manufacturers, the folks building the actual units.
Got it. So our mission today, pull back the curtain on this tech. We want to show you how these brains work, simplify the jargon, and maybe reveal a few surprising things about how it's all changing.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is just how important these hidden systems are for energy efficiency, for comfort, especially now. We're seeing big pushes with new tech like district heating, smarter ventilation in homes. It all needs intelligent control.
So we're going to dig into what Siemens is doing with Climatix in this space.
Yeah, what makes their approach stand out?
Okay, so to really get this, let's start with the basics, the controller. We're calling it the brain. Even if you know a bit about HVAC heating, ventilation, air conditioning, it helps to think about it like the human body.
Good analogy.
You got muscles, right? The fans, the pumps, the things doing the work.
Yeah, and physical parts.
But they need a brain to tell them what to do, when to do it, how hard to work. That's basically what a controller is for an HVAC system.
The central command.
Precisely. And the Climatix portfolio from Siemens, it includes several of these specific controllers. We saw mentions of the S400, often for bigger systems.
Right, like large air handling units, complex stuff.
And the S300, maybe more for residential heat pumps.
Typically, yes. And then you have the C400, C600. They seem geared towards, say, commercial chillers or applications needing lots of connections.
So not just one brain fits all, they're specialized.
Definitely tailored.
And like adding things to your computer, these systems can grow. They mentioned I/O extension modules.
Input-output, so more sensors, more things to control.
And communication modules, so the brain can talk to other building systems.
Makes sense. Integration is key.
We also saw something called Modbus room touch devices, which sound pretty much like those fancy smart thermostats you see on the wall now.
Yeah, the user interface gives you that direct control, but it's designed to work tightly with their system.
And these controllers, they're versatile. They run everything from like basic ventilation units
to recovery units too, important for energy saving,
to big commercial chillers, those residential heat pumps everyone's talking about, and even something called district heating transfer stations.
Ah, yes, district heating. That's a big one.
Explain that simply for us.
Well, instead of every building having its own boiler or heat pump, you have a central, often more efficient or greener, heat source. It sends heat out to multiple buildings through pipes. The transfer station is the smart box in each building that manages how much heat comes in.
Okay, so it's the intelligent gateway for that shared heat.
Exactly. And the sources highlighted this as a way to, tackle the energy crisis, get efficient heating into homes.
Makes sense.
And connecting this hardware back to the bigger picture. For the OEMs, the companies actually building these units. These controllers are fundamental. They need building blocks that are flexible, that can scale up or down.
Because they make all sorts of different products.
Precisely. From a small home unit to a massive commercial system. The source material really pushes this idea of flexibility, configuration, programming. It lets Siemens offer a fitting solution, as they put it, for pretty much any application. That adaptability is huge for the manufacturers.
Okay, so the hardware is flexible, powerful. But here's where it seems to get really interesting. Siemens says Climatix isn't just the controllers, it's a complete ecosystem. What does that mean for someone not building these things?
Right, that's the key differentiator they're pushing.
Let's try that smartphone analogy again. You buy a phone.
You get the apps, the updates, the cloud storage.
Exactly. Not just the physical thing. Climatix sounds similar, but for the companies making our heaters and coolers. An end-to-end kind of thing.
That's the idea.
So one part is these application engineering centers, APCs. They're worldwide teams.
Yep, expert teams.
Think of it like the OEM buys the brain, And these APC guys help them program it perfectly for their specific machine, like having software engineers on call.
Pretty much. They help turn the hardware into a smart working application tailored for, say, a specific heat pump model.
Okay, and then there's the cloud. This seems huge. Climatix IC.
Yeah, their cloud platform for OEMs.
This allows things like remote monitoring, so they can spot problems from afar.
Potentially before they even cause a failure, yes. And intelligent diagnostics.
Meaning the system can help figure out what's wrong. Less guesswork for the technician.
Exactly. Saves time, saves money.
And this really caught my eye. Updates over the cloud, and even complete maintenance over the cloud.
That's the really powerful part. Updating the software, tweaking settings remotely.
So the brain in your system could get smarter over time without a site visit.
That's the promise. Less downtime, peak performance. It's a big deal for manufacturers and ultimately for the person using the system.
They also mentioned expanding into apps, cloud connections. Sounds like more integration.
Letting their system talk to other existing systems the customer might have.
And building a partner network to support customers through the entire life cycle.
Right. It's about the long haul, not just the initial sale.
So why? Why is this whole ecosystem idea so important? What's the strategy?
Well, the sources are pretty clear on this. It's a major shift. They explicitly say they used to just sell devices.
Just the boxes.
Right. Now, they aim to accompany the entire life cycle of our OEMs. That language is key.
It changes the relationship.
Absolutely. From just being a supplier to being a partner. It's about offering tailored solutions, helping these manufacturers with the whole digitalization trend in HVAC.
So less buy our controller and more, let's build a smart ventilation system together.
Essentially, yes. A move from product marketing to application marketing. Focusing on what the system does, efficient heat recovery, better heat pumps, and critically, it helps OEMs who maybe don't have huge service teams themselves.
Ah, okay.
Climatix IC gives them the tools to offer better remote support, diagnostics, basically build a strong service business around their own products. That's a massive advantage for them.
So it empowers the manufacturers too.
Definitely. This whole integrated package, hardware, engineering help, cloud services, they claim it makes them stand out.
Okay, let's bring it home. What does all this mean for you listening right now? You're probably not an OEM.
Right, the so what factor.
Well, these advancements, they directly impact your comfort, definitely your wallet, and the environment too. Imagine like your heat pump running smarter because its brain gets cloud updates, optimizing itself.
Using less energy day to day.
Or your ventilation system flags a potential issue remotely. A technician knows what's wrong before they arrive, or maybe they even fix it remotely.
Fewer call-outs, faster fixes, less hassle for you.
That means real savings on energy bills, potentially fewer repair costs, more reliable comfort.
And the sources directly link this tech to helping counteract the energy crisis, bringing warmth into houses more efficiently.
That's a tangible benefit. Smarter systems use less energy, period.
And that point about helping OEMs build better service models.
Yeah.
That means when you buy a system from a company using Climatix, they're likely better set up to support that product over its whole life. Better long-term value and reliability for you.
Right. The support structure matters.
And what's really striking, going back to Siemens' perspective, is their claim that this complete ecosystem makes them unique in the market.
That's a bold claim.
It is, but they're positioning it as providing the infrastructure or turnkey solutions for the whole HVAC plant lifecycle. This focus on integrating IT, cloud, upcoming tech, it really does position them to help shape the future of smart buildings.
Making sure the systems keeping us comfortable are also intelligent, adaptable.
And are ready for the future, basically, focused on efficiency and sustainability.
So wrapping up, we've seen how the brain inside our heating and cooling isn't just hardware anymore. It's becoming this smart, connected ecosystem. It helps the manufacturers build better products, and ultimately, that brings benefits right back to us. Better comfort, efficiency, maybe even lower bills.
It really is a hidden evolution happening all around us.
Makes you think.
And building on that, it does raise an interesting question for the future, doesn't it? As our homes and buildings get smarter, just how integrated will these digital ecosystems become? Will we start expecting all our major appliances to have this kind of life cycle support, remote diagnostics, cloud updates?
Like your fridge, your washing machine. Everything gets this level of smart management.
Maybe. And if so, what new possibilities does that unlock for how we manage our homes, our cities, our energy use?
Yeah.
Something to ponder.
Definitely something to think about. Well, that's our deep dive for today on the Climatix ecosystem. We hope you found some surprising insights into the intelligence working behind the scenes to keep us comfortable. Thanks for joining us.